it's Cora, and I'm going to show you a hip opening sequence. It's a great preparation for Lotus pose, padmasana, and it's just a good hip opening sequence that gives you internal, external rotation for the lateral rotators. So what you'll need for this is a yoga belt and something to sit on, probably a yoga blanket. I like to use a yoga blanket to lift my pelvis, lift my hips, to give myself as much room as possible to get opening in the pelvis. So I'm taking the blanket, folding it in half, lifting my bum. The way that I can tell if my bum is lifted enough is that if you see here in cross-legged position, I'm sitting where my pelvis and my knees are about at the same plane. If my knees were higher like so, I would need to actually lift my bum up so it'd be at a more level position. But for me here, it's just fine. Do what you need to do for your body. So coming into Dandasana, pose of the staff, or legs straight out. I'm just going to feel grounded on my pelvis. I'm going to show this by mirroring you so that my right is to your right. Taking your right leg, you're going to, taking your left leg, you're going to now bend your leg in, the trikonasana position of head to knee pose. Then taking the yoga belt, place it on your foot, underneath your foot, and then just take your leg out. Holding your right leg in your right hand, take your leg over toward the side. Sit up, opening the hip. You'll notice that the tendency is to lift the bum up to get the leg up. But see if you can sit up, hold the torso straight, and open the hip. And breathe. Then taking the leg back to center, changing hands. You're now going to take your left hand and take your right leg over toward the side. You'll notice that your belly wants to move toward your leg. See if you can turn your belly toward the center. Take your thumb on the outside of that right hip and see if you can move the flesh down. And as you move the flesh down, sit up, taking the leg out toward the side. You might feel a lot of action in this area of the hip. See if you can put your breath, relax as much as you can, and take the leg over. Then coming back to center, taking your leg out toward the side. For the second side on the first leg. Then one more time, taking your right leg over toward the left, turning the belly. I call this the Music City Hip Opener. It's for one of my favorite cities, Nashville. But it's also because this looks kind of like an air guitar. So just imagine that you're playing your best air guitar as you move the belly and open the hip and breathe. Then taking your leg back to center, bend your knee. I'm going to turn around so you can see. Bend your knee and then begin to press your leg straight. Now, your arms will be straight, your leg is straight, you're sitting up tall. Just for a moment, this will feel like a back bend, even if it doesn't look like one. Roll your shoulders back as you inhale, and as you exhale, lift the chest up and back. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, and as you exhale, lift up and over. One more time. Inhale, and as you exhale, go up and over. And then coming back to center. Take an inhalation in, and as you exhale, just bring your leg into a comfortable place, wherever that is for you. Just so you can sit and relax a bit into the sensations. Noticing if the shoulders are crawling up, move them down. And then the last few moments, take an inhalation in, and as you exhale, just reel the leg in and in and in and in. And then bending your knee. You'll either just hold onto the knee and bring that knee in, or if it's comfortable, you'll place your foot into the crook of your elbow. And make sure that you keep your foot straight so you don't sickle the foot. It will hurt the knee. And then taking an inhalation in, as you exhale, squeeze the whole unit in. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now, holding on to the bottom of your right foot, you're now going to send your right knee toward the right and behind you. So you'll pump your leg this way, over the cat. Then, placing your foot in the middle of your world, taking your other foot so it's about even, so that both feet are about in the middle of my body. I'm going to take an inhalation in, and as you exhale, just begin to lean forward. If you feel any sensation in the knee, stop. Don't go any further. But if it's easy, just take an inhalation in, and as you exhale, just come on down. And then come on up. Taking your legs back to Dandasana. Just feel for a moment if this side feels more open than the other. And then we'll open the other side. So taking your right leg now, bend it into the Janu Sirsasana position, head to knee position. Then taking your yoga belt, take your left leg and take the leg up. Holding onto your left leg with your left hand, take your leg toward the left. Sit up and take your leg out. Then taking your leg back to center, switching hands, take your left leg over toward the right. Again, you can take your thumb, roll that flesh out, and just open up the hip. Move the belly toward the front. You'll notice that it'll trail toward the leg. See if you can turn the belly open and open the hip. Again, a lot of sensation in this part of the hip. Then taking your leg back out toward the side, side one, for the second time. Again, sit up. The tendency is to crawl back, so see if you can sit up, open the hip. Then taking your leg back to side two. Perhaps you can do the air guitar position. And then again, you'll take your leg back to the center, bending your leg. Begin to press your leg straight. And once you're there, your arms are straight, the leg is straight, you're sitting up tall. The little back bend thing. Roll your shoulders back as you inhale, and as you exhale, take your head up and back. Inhale. Roll those shoulders back, and as you exhale, go back. One more time. Inhale, and as you exhale, then coming back to center, take an inhalation in, and as you exhale, Just come into an easy place with your leg. Again, noticing the tendency to collapse. See if you can sit up tall. And just breathe into the sensations. Just waiting for the leg to begin to let you in. Softening, relaxing as much as you can. And then take an inhalation in. And as you exhale, just reel the leg in and in and in. And then bending the leg. I think you came in last time at this place. Holding on to the foot and either bringing the knee in or bringing the foot into the crook of the elbow. And you can take an inhalation in and exhale. Squeeze the leg in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then holding on to your left foot, you'll pump your leg toward the left and behind you, taking your leg back and back and back. Then taking your foot in the middle of your world, both of the feet are in the middle, and you just come on down toward your feet. And then come on up. And then again, just straightening your legs out. Coming into Dandasana. Feeling the opening in those hips. Perhaps just lifting and sitting into Sukhasana again, just for a moment.